Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to a plan with me for the week of the 16th to the 22nd of October. I am using the Gothic romance kit from my shop. This artwork is from Darcy and is absolutely stunning. It's like Frankenstein themed and it's so pretty. I love the colours, I love the concept, I think it's really unique and it's just so cute and I really wanted to use it. Wasn't sure if I was going to use it for Halloween or just an October week, but I decided to use it for this week. And I've also got some overlays from Tilly Journals. They are I think they're hollow. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between hollow and silver in my office, like the lighting is just not great. Also on camera, I don't really think they show up very well, but it looks super pretty in real life. Anyway, I'm doing the base. I did this in such a weird order. I kind of forgot what I was doing, but I wanted to do like all the full boxes last so that I could put the overlays in, and I kind of cut them up and like try and get the most out of each full box. So that is what I'm doing. This spread is exciting because it's the first week that I'm like fully utilizing my custom scripts. I had made myself some custom scripts before, but they were like ones I'd made myself, so they weren't like for each week, they were just things that I commonly do. So this week I made myself 2 custom script sheets that have like all of my plans. The whole week is custom scripts. I'm super excited about that, and you'll see as we go I've got some like really specific ones, whereas before I would always use like kind of generic words because obviously I'm using the scripts that are either bought or I don't know, just ones I wanted to make it like usable. But now I'm like, let's just go all out and make them as weird as they need to be to be accurate. So just finishing off the full boxes. I love what I did with the 2 faces like facing each other for Friday and Saturday. I think that looks so cute. And like when I designed the kit, I couldn't really make them, well, it's not really a double box, but I couldn't put them in the same box, even though that's kind of how I want them to be used. Like they're too big to be part of the same one box, so using them like that made me really happy. And then as you can see, I'm just cutting the underlays to be like small enough to fit in the gaps. And here are my custom sheets. Ignore the fact that I cut one wonky. I didn't really use the guillotine properly and like just didn't measure it. But I made 2. One has 2 columns, so I've got my slightly longer scripts on that one. And then my other one is a 3 column, like 2 liner one. Anyway, into the plans. The first thing I marked on Monday morning was that I washed my hair. And coincidentally, this kit has a shampoo bottle as part of the clip art, which is just such a good coincidence. So I used that to mark that, and then I marked printing and cutting. This was not a custom script, I just have literally about 8 sheets of print and cut because I think I took all the oops ones when I released them, so we'll never have to make another script of that again probably. Anyway, the next thing I marked was I had to make some sheets for Becca. Becca is releasing a new collection and I made some washi paper stickers for her. I did mark in the previous vlog that I made, in the previous plan with me, that I made them, but I made them wrong. So these were the correct ones that I had to make to replace them. It was completely my fault. Then I marked that I collated kits. This would have been the releases from the previous week, and I just used a bit of clip art from the kit to mark that. I'm getting a bit lazy with my icons. I think I need to do some shopping for like different characters because specifically work related items I'm running out of options, and it's normally like the work stuff that isn't obvious, like things like computers. I've got tons of those, but I haven't got stuff for like just doing work that is, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. Like what would you use to collate kits apart from like sticker sheets? But I use that a lot and I'm kind of bored. Like I want miscellaneous work stickers. I don't know, I'm gonna go shopping after this and see what I can find, I think. Next, I marked that I did some bookkeeping. Super boring. It's actually never as bad as I think it's going to be. So I need to try and remember that because every time I do it, I'm like, oh, this wasn't too bad. So if I did it even more frequently, it would be even less bad. I then marked that I had some domain renewals to do. I have a ton of Plannerface domains that I don't use. Like, there's one I used once when I did the 2021 advent calendar, I think it was. We had plannerface.video. And it's where I did like a custom video link for the people that purchased the advent to like get this video early. And then I've got like other random ones like plannerface.club, I think. I don't know. I have a bunch that Tom was like, get these because they'll be fun and useful one day. And I never use them. 1, because I forget about them, and 2, because I don't really need them. But I just know that if I let them expire and don't renew them, I'll need them for something. And Tom will be like, well, what happened to that domain? And I'll be like, I don't know. So I just renew them. It's funny because I've got a friend whose partner is also a developer and he also collects domains. So there's just a thing about like boys and domains. They obviously just love them. So I renewed my Plannerface ones. And then the final thing I marked on Monday was that my Monstera, my variegated Monstera, one of my new ones, gave me a new leaf. And it's starting to unfurl and I'm so excited about it. So I marked that in my planner. Then on to Tuesday, it was half term this week, so we met up with Tom's family and they've got like 3 little ones, so we went for a walk at Bradgate Park, which was really nice. And then on the way back we went to Starbucks and I got myself probably a pumpkin spice latte. To be honest, that's like what I'm getting at the minute while it's like seasonal, and once they get rid of them I'll be sad, so just trying to get as many as I can. And then I designed some graphics. I think this was for emails. This was for emails. My welcome email, I designed like a new graphic because I really didn't like the one I did before, so I did that. I'm using Canva for graphics at the minute. I was always like a Canva denier, I guess. Like I was like, I'm gonna use Photoshop, I think it's the better tool, blah blah blah, and now I'm like, Canva's just really easy. So I still do most of my stuff in Photoshop, but like for quick graphics I actually like Canva now. Then I had to do some testing for the custom script designer, so I cut some scripts for that, and then I collated some kits. I guess this was mystery kits, I think. Yeah, this was mystery kits. And then I also printed and cut mystery this day, and then in the evening we watched more Drive to Survive. We are now on season 3, or maybe we've just finished season 3. We're coming up to 2021, which is apparently like Tom's favourite season/year, so excited for that. Then on Wednesday I cut premium map mystery this day in the morning, and we had to rush to Sarah's house. So Sarah, at this point was on holiday and she had a package delivered, and for some reason they left it in her garden. So she was like, Anna, can you nip round and just like save it, because it's gonna rain. Like the rain was forecast like all week. So I was like, yeah, I'll go and grab it, and luckily managed to get in and save it. So March went and did that. Then I collated more mystery this day. This was such a chaotic day. Like we literally ran to the post run to get it like sent on time. Well, we didn't because we drove there, so that was just a lie, but we were like rushing to get there on time, but we managed it. So I packed orders this day for the mystery. I think I did a couple of normal orders as well, and then we did the post run. And then I was super tired. I don't know if I was like just tired all day or if I just marked it in the evening because I became tired. I think that was it. So I marked that with a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji who's like getting a clock with an axe, which is just hilarious. And then I marked that I did my Plan With Me voiceover because the Plan With Me was late this day. I think it went up at like 8, which obviously I try and get them up at 6. But at least I got it up, so that was good. But I'd filmed it on the previous Sunday, so I'd done that part like really early for me, and then I didn't even get it up in time, which was typical. And then the last thing I marked that was that I made chicken pesto pasta, which is a new recipe that has made its way into my repertoire. It's super simple, but I've just never made it before. Like we always have like red sauce with pasta, and then I found this recipe on the BBC website a while ago. Well, like a month ago, and I made it a couple of times and I really like it, so it's become a regular rotation for us. Then on to Thursday, I marked that I did some designing in the morning. This was the kits for this week because I'd been working on the mystery like quite solidly. I'd not really got that much done for new releases, so that was Thursday's job. Then I printed and cut some transparent, 1 because I needed to restock a few sheets, 2 because I managed to oversell a sheet in like the orders that I'd got that week, managed to sell one that I didn't have, and I needed to test the cut settings for the release of the custom scripts because they are actually available in transparent as well. First time I've offered them in transparent because like having them in stock in transparent is just a nightmare because I've already got them in stock in like normal paper, but wanted to do them for the custom scripts. Then I marked that I posted a reel on Instagram. This was my design with me for the Winter Kisses art, the wintry art that Jess released last week. And I'm definitely going to try and do more design with me's because they get really good engagement on my Instagram. People seem to really enjoy them, so that's fun, and it's really easy for me to film them because I'm designing them anyway, so it's just like a byproduct of my normal work, so I love that. Then I marked printing and cutting, and that I cleaned the bunnies out this day. I also trimmed their nails, but I don't know if I marked that in my planner. Probably not, because it was a traumatic experience for everyone involved. They're not that bad anymore. Like, Enzo's worse than Tallulah, but once we get them, like, the worst part is catching them. And to say catching them, it sounds really bad, but they just don't like being picked up, but we have to pick them up. And the vet has said, like, oh, can you try and do it, like, get in their enclosure and get down to their level, but as soon as they know what you're doing, they will run away, so we just have to catch them. I marked that it was a rainy day this day. I think the whole week was rainy, to be honest, but it must have been extra rainy. It's honestly such a nightmare because the dog like hates going outside when it rains, so I have to really like shove him out and make sure he goes to the toilet, because he will just hold it. And I'm like, no, like, please go outside. I then marked that we went to the co-op. I think we were probably picking up something for dinner. I feel like there was a day last week where I had like just was so overcooking and I was like, can we go and get a frozen pizza? So that was fun. And then we watched more Drive to Survive in the evening, and I really need more TV stickers. I need to like mentally note that. Then on Friday I marked that I printed and cut stickers in the morning. This was trying to get like catch up on the new releases from this current week. Then I marked photos and listings. I've been trying to create my listings ahead of time, like rather than putting the photos in the listings as I create the listings, I've been making the listings first, and I don't know why, because it feels like it would be slower, but it's actually quicker. And it's just strange because I'm basically splitting a task that I used to do together into 2 portions, but for some reason it's working well. Then I marked that we had new releases this day. This was 2 kits and the custom scripts, so an exciting release, and you've really been like, you've loved the custom scripts, so thank you so much for all of your nice comments. And then I marked that I wrote an email. This was like just advertising the custom scripts. I don't normally do new release emails. I feel like because I release so often, like I'd rather just include new releases in the monthly newsletter, but when it's something exciting I want to do a special one, so I wrote that. I then had a shower. This day had been so chaotic with like customer service messages and just like making sure everything was going okay, so I was still in my pajamas I think at like 2 so I had to go and sort myself out. I hate like not getting dressed and like going to work without getting ready for the day. I feel like it's something that really helps me. Like working from home, I feel like if I have to act like I'm going out or I will not be productive. Then I marked collating new kits, so I used a little transparent like push pin icon. This is the kind of thing I mean when I say I want like generic working scripts, like stuff like that. And I've got a little paperclip icon from my shop, things like that I know are work related, but they aren't like, they don't mean a specific task. That's what I want to buy more of. So if you have any suggestions for anything like that, I think it's a bit random, but if you do, please let me know. And then the last thing I marked on Friday was that it was qualifying for the USA, I think they've been calling it COTA. What does COTA mean though? Something of the Americas. Something, what's C? Country? I don't know, the Austin Grand Prix qualifying anyway. Then on Saturday, the first thing I marked was printing and cutting. After that, I collated kits, and I marked that with a little dog from the kit because he's just too cute. Then I marked that I edited no I didn't, I'm looking at the wrong day. Then I marked that I tidied my stock. I was like running out of space to put new kits away, so I put some new stuff into the last chance section and just had a bit of a rearrange of stuff. Then I edited my vlog for the week. I think I did a rough edit like the night before, but then I edited like the talky bits. I used to just edit the whole vlog start to finish, but I'm finding it a little bit easier to break it up and do like the b-roll bit first and then do the talky bits. Then I filmed my Halloween special video, which I don't think you'll guess what I'm doing. I'll leave it as a surprise for now, but it's a little bit random. It's definitely more of a video that I wanted to film rather than what I thought my channel would enjoy. So that's probably not a good way to go about it, but I thought it was fun. I had a good time doing it. Next, I marked cutting a test sheet for the script designer, and everything went to plan and it was all very successful, so that is great. Then we had Minecraft in the evening with Julia and Sean, and I really ruined this half box sheet. I don't know, I think it's just too big for the gap that I wanted it to go in. Like the border looks way too big, but I just DIY'd this box. And then the final thing I marked on Saturday was that we had the Formula 1 sprint race, which is basically just like a mini F1 the day before. I don't really know why they do it. But yeah, all fun and games. Also, I've just realised I've got all of these stickers are on the left. I think doing the double like Halloween video clip art thing has like thrown me off because the cutting one should have been the other way around. But oh well, I'm not going to change it now. Then on Sunday morning, I potted up some plants. I'd got some cuttings that needed to go in soil, so I just did those while I remembered. The next thing I did was I went to the co-op. We picked up a couple of things for lunch and possibly dinner. I'm at this like stage where I really need to do a food shop, but I'm trying to like make use of the bits we've got. So we're just like buying little bits like every few days to go with things we've got, which feels counterproductive to using up stuff you've got. Like I feel like I've just said the same sentence like 12 times. Then I collated the mystery. No, I didn't. I'm looking at the wrong day again. Oh my god, sorry. I then edited my Halloween video, which was a lot of fun. Marked that with a little camera from my shop. I then marked that I rang my mum, and this was kind of funny because she rang me and I was busy, and then I rang her like an hour later and she didn't pick up. And then she rang me in like 20 minutes later and I missed it. And then I rang her and she didn't answer. And I'm like, are we ever going to manage to catch each other? But I rang her back straight away after she missed the first one and she actually did pick up. I think it's like both of us don't have our phones on audio, like they just are silent. And if we don't have our watch on, we will just never know that someone rang us. So that was annoying. But anyway, we got hold of each other in the end. I then edited the vlog. I think I started to edit next week's vlog, so yeah, I did. So yay for being ahead, but I also haven't finished it, so not that much yay. Then I marked that we watched some YouTube before the Austin Grand Prix, like the actual race. Then in the evening, Tom really wanted to go to Greg's, and one time like in like lockdown, like COVID times, we actually found a 24-hour Greg's near us. So I was like, oh well, let's just go to that 24-hour Greg's. It's no longer 24 hours. Like for some reason they reduced its hours. Even though there are 24-hour Greg's still in the country, they tend to now be at like airports, so they've got rid of our one, which is a bit sad. So Tom went to McDonald's and got some chicken nuggets. We also had a few like Monopoly rewards to use up as well. So that is my finished spread. These are the stickers that I've got left from the kit. I just used the full SVK kit and the toolbox add-on. I've got a bunch of icons left and loads of boxes. But that is my completed spread. I've tried to do a little bit of a wiggle. Like I said, you can't really see the foil that much. I think it's just these lights, like they really are not kind to foil, which is a shame. But I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you in my next one. Bye!